Hello and welcome back to another Taobao haul! Now I've done a couple of these previously and a step-by-step on how to purchase on Taobao, so make sure you check the links in the description box down below or in the cards above, and let's just jump straight into it because we had a lot to get through. We got like 8 kilograms of Taobao to get through, and it's taken a very long time to get here. My name is Jenny. Make sure you subscribe because I frequently will make Taobao videos because a lot of you guys are super interested and love browsing Taobao like it's a sport, just like myself. Now because I am in the southern hemisphere, we are currently in winter, so as you can see, there are a lot of cozy knits. If you're in the northern hemisphere, you can pre-prepare for your wardrobe. So basically what I've done for today, I just went on Taobao and I searched 女冬季2021款 like 新款, just female winter 2021 new styles, and kind of just browse through what popped up. The trend, a lot of cardigans, a lot of like knit dresses, and with Chinese fashion as well, so trendy. They jump on trends so fast, and they also really enjoy the kind of Korean inspired styles as well. So if you like that style of clothing when you're on Taobao, make sure you search Hanshi or like Hanfeng, which is just Korean style clothing. And when I searched those, these kind of knitted items popped up. So I do really like a lovely knit dress. They style this very nicely. It does look like a sleeping bag, but it's more of like a small fine knit with a collar, and then they put a belt there and wearing like a little beret or like a big scarf. Very gorgeous. And then we also got a lovely teal option. This one you could probably wear in spring's autumn as well, just because it's quite thin. I'm loving the collars, obviously. I usually go with a lot of black kind of chunky knits for winter, but I thought I'd switch things up. And then this order also bumped into a lot of issues. You'll see we've got almost the same thing here. This one's slightly different. It's got the buttons going down and it's more of like slightly more body hugging, still the same collar and everything. I actually ordered this in black, but it arrived in teal. And one more in the knit dress region is this super cute summery one. This one was a very low price point, I believe. It does feel like something you would get off probably Shein, whereas the other ones are a little bit more refined, a bit more good quality. It's more on the thinner side. You can see a couple of like the threading coming through, and then just the finishes are not great. Also, what you can do when you're searching for clothing and new trendy pieces on Taobao, you can type in INS, like INS, which is what they use as a short form to say Instagram, and it will come up with a lot of items and fashion trends that you will see currently on Instagram, and then they will kind of remake it. So there are a lot of cardigans going around. We got all the gorgeous pastel, the gingham. You can find them in every single color on Taobao. It took me everything in my power to not buy all of them in the colors, but I came across this super cute red cardigan with the love heart buttons. I just thought it was really sweet. This was definitely a replica of something just because the images they had of it, the cardigan looked so thick and cuddly. This is definitely more thinner. The quality is not amazing. I would say more Shein vibes once again, but I'm sure I'll be able to get some wear out of it in spring and autumn just because it's a little bit thin for winter. There are cardigans ranging from price to price. So we've got like the 50 RMB, which is basically $10 Australian to 150 RMB. So I did invest in a couple of slightly more higher price point ones just because they looked amazing. The reviews are really good, and this was one of them. I believe this was 150 RMB. This was one of the Hanshi, like Korean style ones. It is thick, it is finished so nicely, the buttons are really nice, and just it's cozy and it's not scratchy, and it looks exactly like the picture. When you're shopping on Taobao, you've got to be very careful because sometimes they will just grab a picture of like a celebrity or an influencer wearing it, and that's like the real thing, and then they'll kind of remake it, and when they do remake it, they miss a few steps. They might miss a few layers, and it does not look like the picture at all. This one I'm also very happy with. It was also around the 120 to 50 RMB price point. It's like a hoodie, but a knit hoodie, and it's so soft, and the finishing is so nice. If you're buying knitwear and basics, there are a couple of really awesome stores on Taobao. They're super local. They don't use any English at all in the name, so it might be a little bit harder to find, but the quality is so good. The price point is so good. Like my mum always gets me to buy random like vests and like Yang Maoshan or like Mimose if you're Chinese. So it takes some time to kind of troll through those stores because I think they have like 10,000 items listed, but they are gems and they are so good, and they always just specialize in like knitwear or like knit pants only. One more kind of more fashiony item. I thought this would be really bad quality just because I think it was like 40 RMB and the picture definitely looked like it was stolen off Instagram, but how cute is it? There is a lot of kind of like Chanel inspired Mage, Sandro Paris style items there, and the cardigans were definitely very, very trendy this year. So you had cardigans of every single style and color. This one, the material actually feels really nice. The buttons are all sewn on properly. You know, sometimes when you just open something and the button's already fallen off, and the finishing is just like perfect. Like this kind of feels like something you would get at Zara for like $60 or something, and just she looks very nice and classy. I feel like that stepmom from Parent Trap when she was like, I hate kids. I also got a pair of booties. Now, these took me so long to buy just because there are about like 20 listings using the exact same picture, and I was trying to decipher from people's reviews what the actual real boots look like, because I know those pictures were off a KOL's Weibo or something. So in China they call influencers KOL. So if you want to find trendy influencer clothing, you can always type in KOL as well, which stands for Key Opinion Leader. So upon opening them, they feel not as nice. They feel like faux leather, but on the link it stated it was real leather. Firstly, I'm not really sure about the two zips at the back. None of the photos showed the entire back view of the boot, so I couldn't see it. They're quite comfortable when you put it on, but they're quite also like not super molded for your foot, like they're a bit boxy. I think they look nice when you wear them, but they just don't feel as nice as the other ones, and they kind of feel like Kmart boots, but a little bit better. So not super stoked about these ones. There are also a lot of formal wear shops on Taobao. So if you want something for your formal or like for a wedding or just for a birthday party, you can always search Li Fu, which I think means like gown, formal dress, or you can write like Xiao Li Fu, which is smaller version, which is usually the cocktail party dresses. And you can also search like 生日派对裙子 or like 生日裙子, which is birthday dress, or 派对裙子, which is party dress. Now, same as the shoes, a lot of stores using the same images that obviously look highly super photoshopped, because they even Photoshop the colors on because the model's in the exact same position with the exact same face, but the dress is different. They look really nice, really structured, but I just knew that they would not be as structured, and they would all probably be one layer, kind of viscose, poly, whatever material it is. So I saw this jumpsuit. I was like, you can't go wrong with a black jumpsuit. From the outset, just from looking at it, it's nice. It's got the nice bow detailing on the shoulders. It's got the puffy sleeves. Everything's kind of like together, but it's just one layer, and it's that kind of material where I just know it'll cling onto your body. But in saying that, there are a few stores who specialize in formal dress wear, and the price point is about 300 to 400 RMB, which compared to how much you would pay for them in Australia is still quite a good price point. I did have a couple questions for people who wanted to order like prom dresses and such. Definitely order a few just in case, and also order like at least 6 weeks in advance, because if you're gonna do sea shipping, it has taken ages. Like these packages took 2 months to arrive. They're usually 30 business days, but I think there's been some extra delays because of COVID, and you just never know when it arrives, if it's gonna fit or not, if it's gonna even look like the images at all. So make sure you have a couple backups and just have like a local backup at home as well in case all falls apart. So sets were also very popular as well, and I would say this set is kind of very like Chinese fashion style. It's very college, schoolgirl. The price points are all really good, and you know, the quality is really not bad at all. And just look at this houndstooth print matching skirt with little blazer set. This one kind of reminds me a bit of like Sailor Moon. I don't know why, because they've got like this little flap thing at the back, kind of reminds me of almost like Japanese school uniforms. I cannot wait to wear this with a cute little beret and a cute pair of little boots. you can't go wrong with houndstooth print. So continuing on with the sets, I got myself a couple. There are a lot of stores who just specialize in matching sets, and they have like two kind of best friend models. One wears the black version, one wears the white version, and it's great marketing because it makes me want to buy it all. So I chose this white set. I would say the quality in between Shein to Zara, closer to the Shein scale. They're all usually very, very cheap. The sizing though is a little bit of a nightmare because Chinese sizing is quite small and the waist usually is exceptionally tight. So I usually size up when I buy these. They will also list the measurements in the description usually. These are also kind of heavily Korean style inspired. In fact, this tag says design by Korea. I highly doubt that, but here we are. This one was an interesting one. I don't know if you peruse Zara as much as me, you might recognize this set from Zara 2021 Spring Summer, this lovely blue set. Now I saw it in store, I wanted to purchase it, but all the sizes ran out. So when I was scrolling and I saw this fake Zara set, I was like, perfect, I can get it for a fraction of the price now. So it definitely was a lot thicker in person, more like a blazer material. This is like a, you know, they've got everything there. They've got the button, they've got the cut right, they've got the style right. It's just the material is about like 50% thinner and very, very creasable. I ironed it, so it looks much better. When I took it out of the bag, I was like, what is this? There are a lot of Zara imitations on Taobao. I don't know how it works because I previously purchased something and I swear to God it was straight out of the Zara store. But then there are a lot of imitation ones where they'll get the general look of it right, but obviously the material and the stitching isn't as good as the real version. So just be careful, and usually they're quite sneaky because they either delete all their reviews or they delete all the reviews with photos so people can't tell. And once again I got tricked by another Zara one. This is a black blazer and skirt set. Look how cute this skirt is. This skirt, I don't even think I can zip it up at all. It is tiny. I decided to just go with my usual Zara sizing, but obviously whoever replicated these did not, so I would recommend sizing up. Now I was also after some pants with like kind of the split hem at the front. I bought a couple here, but unfortunately none of them worked out because my legs are short and they were all built for like super tall Scandinavians or something. So I was like, where else better to buy pants than in Taobao? These ones came highly reviewed, a lot of purchases. I bought a size medium. I sized up twice just in case because, I don't know, the pants just come extra thin. And this khaki kind of camel pair, amazing. Like the stitching, the material's nice, the buttons are like fancy, there's real pockets. And the exact same listing had an option for the black pair, right? So I got the camel pair and the black pair. And the black pair, completely different material. It's like the same material as that black jumpsuit, like that kind of slinky material. There's no double lining. The good news is the black ones do look really nice on, but I just wish they were the same material as the khaki ones. And they also sent me 2 pairs of these ones. I don't know what went wrong with my order this time. Everything went wrong. Oh, speaking of things that went wrong, I saw this listing and I was like, that dress is beautiful, a very cute blazer dress. I'm gonna get it because it was so cheap. I never learned my lesson. I don't think I read the title properly or the description properly. I even like looked at this dress multiple times and I was like, the warehouse never packed my dress. I never received it. All I got was this box and I opened the box. I got a belt. The listing was for the belt and not the dress. So very rookie mistake on my behalf, but they will always do that. They will show a picture of this beautiful lady wearing a gorgeous dress and like a hat somewhere on her head. And then you click into it thinking they're selling the dress, but they're selling the damn hat. So make sure you check the titles, you check the information, because I mean, lovely belt, but I wanted the dress. I also got 2 sets of super cute PJs. Look at these, they got smiley faces on them, and I love heart set as well. I love buying PJs on Taobao because they're so cheap and they're always really good quality and they have such cute styles and patterns. Like this store that I purchased from, if you go stalk it, every single pair of PJs is so cute. They have the satin ones, they have the flannel ones, they have these kind of like, almost like cheesecloth material ones. They got beautiful linen ones as well. So PJs, kind of any loungewear, sleepwear, slippers. Oh, Taobao is like the kingdom for those. Thank you so much for trolling through all those items on Taobao with me. Let me know which kind of fashion items were your favorite, like the Chinese Taobao style ones or the Korean style ones. And let me know if you've ever been tricked by a listing before or when you arrive and the item is just completely not what you wanted. Anyway, make sure you subscribe for the next Taobao haul and let me know what type of items you want me to try, like household items, weird gadgets, or pet things. You can follow my Instagram over here at jennyjzhou. You can follow me on Weibo at 弄堂里的 Jenny, and you can listen to my podcast with Bebe on Apple Podcasts or Himalaya. It is called The Shameless Sisters or 好意思姐妹. I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Also, I'm gonna show you this pile I'm sitting in. Dun, 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 dun. You guys click onto the next video, enjoy your morning, afternoon, or dinner, and I will be here cleaning my mess up until the next century.